Just not much went our way. I didn't think tonight. Started off obviously on the wrong foot and let them get out to that huge first quarter. They were making everything, so we kind of talk about that's weather the storm a little bit is our phrase. So we're just trying to weather it a little bit till obviously they're not going to shoot it at 79% the entire game. I didn't think we were that bad defensively. They just made us pay when we made mistakes. But that's a really good basketball team. That's well coached. It's a fantastic program. We need to play games like this because they're good enough to expose you in areas, and that's what they did. And so when you make mistakes against teams like that, they will make you pay. They did that. And I thought we settled in after that and, made some nice runs. And we cut it to 4, I think, early and maybe second quarter, cut it to 3, I want to say, in the third or fourth. I think it was 39-42 at one point. But then just again, make a mistake and then they make you pay. And so we could never get the lead, never get it. We had the one time, it was a one-possession game, which is what we were trying to work it into single digits and then into a one-possession game. And then maybe we could tie or take the lead and see if we could get the crowd into it. And we just couldn't find a consistent rhythm and made too many mistakes on the defensive end. But, we'll get better from it. And I like playing these types of games, and we got them in here. I wish we would have played a little bit better.
Yeah, Coach, you're talking about getting better from it, and I know it's getting better every day, every game. You put, win or lose on the scoreboard. So, what do you feel like you can take from this the most to help you get better as a team?
Well, we'll grow up from it. I think we'll have a lot of learning experiences when we go back and watch the film. And just, we're young, we're new, we're inexperienced. We just haven't, this group has not played together very much. And, their side, they were missing a couple kids too. Obviously we've got a couple injured, but they're just veteran. The Trong point guard is just so smooth. She's an elite level point guard. And, it's so hard to get the ball out of her hand and keep it out of there. And their post kid, Ejim, is a stud. She's just so explosive, so athletic. And then they got a phenomenal shooter in Maxwell, who's a Utah transfer, who's one of the best shooters in the country. So they're elite at those three positions, and the Williams kid 24 is pretty good too. And and then they just kind of complement with some other players. But that group's got wins over Tennessee and Louisville, and they're top 25 for a reason. So we'll go back. We got a lot to learn. Playing with a couple freshmen, I thought Kyla Deck had a great kind of coming out. Not that we had seen it in practice, but to score 22 in a game like that for that kid, I think she'll come. She'll take some confidence from this.
And you kind of hit on a little bit what my next question was about health. How are you doing overall health-wise?
Same we've been, I guess. One kid we won't get back. The other one's working her way back, but I don't, we're not, it's not in the next day or so. So I think there's still a little bit of time there.
Okay.
Coach, obviously the first quarter got out of hand a little bit until you brought it back in the second quarter. What was the mood going into the locker room at half?
Well, probably pretty, I don't know, good's the right word, but probably maybe a little relief. We felt like we weathered the storm, like I said, and to cut it to single digits, I thought, we were in a pretty good place. Their post kid did have some foul trouble at the half, so we thought maybe, we could go at her a little bit, which we didn't do a very good job because I don't think she probably ended the game with 3. So, no, we were okay. We just needed to regroup, reset, and thought we did that. But then I didn't think we started the third quarter very well either, and that's what we had talked about was winning the third quarter, the first 4 or 5 minutes, and to kind of really make a push, make a run at them, push them a little bit, see if they could call the first time out, and we didn't start out that way.
Coach, Angel Scott played 26 minutes, got off 0 shots. What were they able to do to kind of take her out of your guys' offensive game plan? I'm assuming the plan was probably for her to shoot it a few times.
They were physical with her. I don't know if they were face guarding her, but they were chasing her off every screen. They're a little bigger, stronger. I think it's on all of us too, though. That's not acceptable, for her to play 24 minutes, right, and not even attempt a shot, for a kid that shoots it as well as she does. So, we got to help her get shots. She's got to help herself get shots. But no, that's not going to be good enough for her to not score. Tyler didn't score either. Our post players I think they were like 3 for 19 shooting or 6 for 19 shooting it. So that's not good enough. So, a little on Angel and us to get her some looks, but, even the other shots we got, we didn't convert. So if we could convert those, then maybe we get her, then they got to collapse a little bit more and help, and maybe we could get her a few more open shots. We tried to run a couple things and just couldn't get her a look.